Mega Man for the Virtual Console. You know, I'm old enough to remember when this game was new. Yes, I am that old. It was just such a cool concept. You could play the game in any way you want, tackle whatever level you wanted, and steal the powers of the bosses that you fight. It was that sense of openness I haven't seen in a lot of platformers. The game is basically this. You fight 6 robot bosses to gain their powers. They are Gutsman, Cutsman, Electman, Iceman, Fireman, and Bombman. Yeah, those were pretty generic names. I'm sure the creators weren't stressing too hard on those names. Okay, what should we call this guy who spits out fire? Let's call him Flamer. No. Fire Guy? No. Fire Guy is stupid. How about Fireman? Give this guy a raise. Now, the game is a side-scrolling platformer, and it is a very difficult one. So understand that if you're going to play this game. The worlds that Mega Man visits are themed for the boss that he's about to fight. So if you're going up against, I don't know, let's say Iceman, you're going to be in an ice-themed world with ice-themed enemies and traps to kill you. And if you're in Gutsman's world, you're inside a person's lower intestine. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. Oh, it's just a manufacturing world. What does this have to do with Guts anyway? Couldn't they call him Blockman or Strongman? What do Guts have to do with anything? Now, the bosses were weak to another boss's power, so you should test out the different attacks that you get with different bosses to see which one is the best to use. That's not to say that you just can't shoot them regularly with your egg shooter or blaster or whatever that thing is that Mega Man is shooting, but knowing what they're weak to helps you get through the game easier. Now, the controls were very stiff, so be ready to die quite often. When you mistime a jump, if you beat all the bosses, Dr. Wily's level will appear. And you're going to have to use all the powers that you've collected, as well as one somewhat hidden power. Okay, it's not really hidden at all, because it's in plain sight, but you can't access it without a certain power. Now, this is a very hard game. There are only a couple checkpoints in the levels, and while the levels were not that long, the enemies and traps in the levels will test your patience. This is one of those games where the restore point save feature built into every virtual console game for the Wii U comes in handy. I just wish it let me keep more than one restore point at a time, because I used it a lot in this game, and I do mean a lot. Mega Man was fun. It wasn't as good as some of the later entries in the series, but that's to be expected. If you're a fan of the Mega Man series, or just always wanted to try a Mega Man game, this is a good game. But do understand, you're going to get frustrated, and it's going to be very hard, but it's still enjoyable to play, so I do think it's worth a buy.